My friend Pete, your friend Pete, D.I.Y. Auto School, SWRNC. I appreciate you, brother. Seeing your video. That's what I'm talking about. Don't take no fucking guff. You got your fan base out here. We love you. That's what I'm saying. There's no reason with the current climate in our economy, which what it is, and you speaking truth to power. That's what I love about your videos. This lackluster world we're living in, people don't even come forth as to make claims on how fucking shitty life is right now. That's why I appreciate your videos. So you keep that up and step up the D.I.Y. Auto School, which is most important, which I've learned a hell of a lot. Anyway, this is Tim from the Dirty South. I hope to see more of these videos and you out there in the forefront speaking truth to power. Because there's a bunch of lies. There's lying, malfeasance, corporate corruption, the whole gamut going on. And there's only a few people out there that actually has the guff to proclaim that they're fucking wrong. But that's what I love. So anyway, I'll be over there tuned in to see your next video on what the fuck. Because it's really what the fuck is really fucking what's going on. Over and out. Good night.
Welcome to D.I.Y. Automotive School with my friend Pete and Minnie, the body shop girl. It's everything you need to know about cars and more.
Hey, son of a... Damn it! Ay. Ah, son of a... Oh, mother. Damn it. You see what's going on here? Do you understand now? Look at that. Look at that. Do you know how hard it is to buy gloves when you need a good glove? This is ridiculous. I'm trying to get this thing welded up, and all that keeps happening is sparks keep flying on these gloves. These gloves aren't even worth owning. They're so junky and trashy. Look at this.
Let me tell you something. When I need a pair of gloves, I need a pair of gloves. I got big hands, okay? Do you see how big that hand is? Look at this. All right, look at how big those hands are, all right? So when I go to buy gloves, I'm looking for like extra large. And in today's situation, in the world that we live in today, everything's made in another country. It's not made in the USA anymore. It's like all we are is the consumers that buy everybody else's products. So when you go to Japan and say, I need an extra large glove, they're making gloves to the size of their extra large. Okay, they're not making it to the American size, okay? Am I making sense here? Does that make any sense? So, you know, a lot of this stuff is made in China now, and it's just not, it's like I have searched high and low for a good glove for many, many years. And I can tell you now, this isn't it. This just happens to be the alternative. Look at that, all right? This is the alternative that I have found, but let me go ahead and go further, all right? These I actually purchased at Home Depot. At one time, these were the only gloves I could find that actually fit my hand and I was comfortable on doing this kind of work. But here recently, through seizure and searching and traveling and finding, I actually have found some gloves that are not just excellent gloves that fit my hands and work good, but are actually at a very, very reasonable price that ain't gonna break my bank account to get them. Let's get over to the workbench. Let's see what kind of action I'm talking about, and hopefully my experiences of bad luck, you might say, are gonna help you in the long run. Oh, I like that. D.I.Y. right there. Okay, so here we are. We're over at the workbench, and what we're looking at today, we are talking about gloves. Let me get my chair up. There we go. So we're talking about gloves today is what we're talking about. And the gloves at hand are gloves that you're going to wear on a daily basis, because that's what we do, guys. We get out there, we bust our ass, we stomp our feet, we bend our backs, we get headaches, and we try to put food on the table, but we want to make sure that we protect ourselves while we're doing all this. And one of the main things when we are working is we need a good set of gloves. Now, here's some gloves that I've purchased, and I'm going to show you some gloves that are not too good and are good, and then I'm going to tell you where we bought these gloves. So we got several pairs of gloves here, and these three right here, I'm going to go ahead and let you know are from, these three right here are from Harbor Freight. This pair of gloves right here, and you can see that these have been used pretty heavy duty. Okay, these gloves are from, once again, Home Depot. Now, when I started buying gloves at Home Depot, I noticed that all the gloves that said extra large were basically mediums. They didn't fit my hands. These gloves here are extra large, and I mean, they fit okay, but they're very tight. I can't, what can I say, grip it like I should be gripping it. It's hard to get a small item in my hand if I need one. Like, let's say, here's something right here. If I was to take this and actually have to screw it in, it would be very hard and difficult to do because the gloves are just bulky and big and they don't fit properly. I believe that this pair of gloves here costs $18 at Home Depot, and you can kind of see for welding, they're really not the best gloves in the world. All right, we got a lot of holes, a lot of sparks flying and hitting our hands, but for possibly, look at here, see that? Do you see what I'm talking about? So possibly for a work glove, it might work. If you're out shoveling shit in the horse stalls, or maybe out, feeding the pigs on the farm, those are good gloves to have. But for the price of the glove, and you can see there's where the welder actually melted the glove. So you can see that these gloves are not the best in the world. So that's our Home Depot action, possibly Lowe's as well, big box store. We're going to move down the line now. We're going to go ahead and swap over to Harbor Freight. Now, these are our Harbor Freight specials, and this is actually an extra large, and I want to show you. You can see my hand going in that glove. Okay, this is an extra large, and look at this. It's tight. It fits okay. If I was going to use a hammer, it would work, but if I was going to do something meticulous, it would not work. The insulation on this glove is very thin. It's like nylon. If a spark hit that, it would probably melt it. It's probably got some kind of man-made material in it. My hand is cupped like this inside. It's not flat. Okay, so when I open it like this, it's actually still cupped right here. I'm sure everybody knows what we're talking about. So this glove here, I got so fed up and disgusted with gloves, I said, you know what? I'm not spending a lot of money on gloves anymore. I'm just going to get these cheap, inexpensive gloves, and I'm going to go ahead and just throw them away. So I believe like this pair of gloves here was like $4, all right? $4 a set, and you can see right here, cheap. I mean, they're just cheap gloves. And then these ones here are basically the same, made by the same company, they're just black. And once again, you know, they work okay for if you're going to do gardening or something like that, but for heavy duty mechanic work, and this is an XL glove, people. My hand is still pocket. There's a pocket right here. It's not fitting properly. Yeah, very uncomfortable. This is an extra large. And I'm focusing on extra large today because I got extra large hands. So this is your, you know, $4, $3, $4 pair over at at Harbor Freight. And then, of course, we got our Home Depot. This would be the ultimate pair that you can buy over at Home Depot, maybe possibly Lowe's as well. That would be their upgraded style. And then here's some other cheapos made by Hardy. These are cheapo gloves, and this is an extra large, once again. And they call this the mechanic's glove, and I'm going to show you that this is an extra large. All right, there's the extra large tag on it right there. And they call this the mechanic's glove, all right? Now, I'm going to show you, this is an extra large, people. Okay, this is an extra large. You can see my hand doesn't fit in there. It's got my hand all crinkled up like this, okay, inside the glove. And they call that their mechanic's glove over at Harbor Freight. Piece of shit that it is. But we're not done with Harbor Freight yet, so let's not get confused. So we kind of looked at what kind of gloves are on the market and what we're looking at and what we're buying. And if you go to a welding supply store, you're basically just going to find the same trash. All right, it might be a different name, it might be a different brand, but it's basically the same trash and bullshit that you would find anywhere else. So let's go ahead and put these to the side now. I was over at Harbor Freight the other day, or actually about several months ago, and I saw that they had a new style glove in. And when I go to Harbor Freight, I always look to see, check their gloves, mainly because I got big hands and it's hard to find a good glove that really works good. But several months ago, I found this glove, and it was, I think it was $15 or it was $12. And I said, well, you know, these are $3. I really don't want to spend this kind of money because I went through this action on the expensive glove, and I'm afraid that these gloves are going to be the same way. But I went ahead and I spent my $13 on them, or whatever it was. And I said, I'm going to go ahead and try them out. And the glove that I got, I want to go ahead and show you, is this glove right here. All right? This is a cowhide leather glove. It's made by Hardy, which makes this cheap, inexpensive junker. Same brand, okay? You can see right there, Hardy, and then this was the Hardy. And then this is their mechanic's glove, remember that? So this is a cowhide leather glove. I said, you know what, that actually looks like a good glove. That actually looks like a good glove, and you can see that that's a extra large. It says extra large right there. And it says cowhide, I said that. It has the ultimate durability, the TPR impact protection, and it also says Kevlar stitching. Look at the hand on that. It's got the impacts on the knuckles and the fingers, those big rubber. So I said, I'm going to go ahead and try those, and I'm going to get them. So I went ahead and bought me a pair of these gloves. And I'm going to tell you right now, these are the best gloves I have ever owned. I'm not going to lie to you. They are awesome. They are comfortable. They actually are, look inside there. Look at that. Look at the texture. Okay? It's a very soft feel, just like you would get if they were made in America. I'm sure that these are made in China, but this glove is a very high quality, soft. It's a soft leather glove. A lot of these leather gloves that you buy are hard leather, man-made leather, and they're just pure junk. But this glove that I purchased at Harbor Freight, and they're actually I got them in my truck. I keep them in my truck for purposes of nature that I might need a glove. But these gloves, I got to tell you, are the best gloves that I have ever purchased in my life. I'm going to go ahead and open those, and we're going to go ahead and stick that right there. Okay, the cowhide leather glove. And I'm going to tell you right now that if you're looking for a good, honest to God, hard-working leather glove that you can use for possibly welding, and I'm going to show you that here in a minute, these gloves really fit good. Now, I will tell you that being leather, when you first buy them, they are going to feel tight. Leather gloves are designed to stretch and mold to your hand. So as I put it on, it feels like it's a tight glove, but I guarantee you, because I have another pair, let me go get the pair in my truck that I've had for several months, and I'm going to show you the real situation. Okay, here we go right here. And these are the exact identical gloves. You can see that. But I want you to pay close attention to this as you're looking at it. Do you see how these gloves have stretched and molded? Do you see that? They have literally stretched and molded to my hand. Now, at first, I'm going to tell you right now, at first, when you get these gloves, they are a little bit irritating. But I'm telling you, look at this. Look how beautiful these things fit. Let me go ahead and put this one on. Look at that. I mean, here's brand new. This is a brand new glove. All right, and you can see it looks a little bit smaller. It looks a little bit smaller than this glove, but look at the way this thing fits. It's a beautiful glove. I love this glove, and these are the gloves of choice that I will be getting from now on. Like I said, I believe the regular price on these is somewhere around 17 bucks. All right, $18, but I got them on sale for $13, and they always have them on sale. I really like the impact strips that they have on these gloves. It actually, for welding, it gives you more protection. All right, it gives you a lot more protection, and these are 100% leather. All right, they're 100% leather, and they're just awesome gloves. So when I was over there at Harbor Freight the other day, I saw these on sale, and I said, I'm going to buy me some extra gloves. I always like to keep extra stuff in stock for future use. That way, if I don't have the money or the prices go up or whatever, I bought several other items of the same item that I can fall back on. So this is the glove of my choice that I'm going to tell you about, and it's called the Hardy Work Glove Impact Protection Cowhide Leather, right there. This is the glove that we're talking about, and they're awesome. I mean, I don't know what else I can tell you. Let me put this aside. There's one other thing I can tell you, is they just came out with mechanic gloves of the same style and type, and I went ahead and bought 2 pairs of those. Now, of course, these are a little bit cheaper than these gloves, but this is the anti-vibration protector glove, and you can see the quality. Once again, this used to be the Hardy mechanic glove that they sold, but now they sell these gloves, and they got a nice soft leather impact on the palm right here. You can see that the fingertips are built up with durable extra leather. It's got the rubber impact on your the backside of your hand here. And I tried these on before I bought them, and these are extra large as well. So let's go ahead and try one of these on. And I'm going to tell you that these gloves, they're just really, they're really worth the money, okay? These were actually a little bit cheaper than the leather gloves, but I mean, I can take my hand, the way that this glove is made, and it feels like it is molded to my hand. I still have a little bit of a problem in this area right here, and I'm sure everybody does, but once you start wearing a brand new glove, if it's a high quality glove, it will literally fit and mold to your hand. So as far as this glove goes, it's a good glove. Once again, this is a cheaper glove. I believe retail full price on this glove was $12, and I got it on sale for like $8. And I mean, they're good gloves. You know, it says okay. This glove right here is a impact protection, reinforced thumb, terry cloth sweat. This is on the outside of the glove. It's got the terry cloth sweat wipe, terry cloth, which is this right here, I guess. Look at here. So it's got a terry cloth strip that's actually built into the glove to wipe your face off, I guess. On the inside, it's got the gel padded palm, the abrasion resistant goat leather. I guess this is supposed to be goat leather on here instead of man-made leather. And it's very soft, I can tell you that. And then it has the hook and loop wrist closure. So the next time you're in the market for a good pair of gloves, don't hesitate to visit Harbor Freight, because I'm going to tell you right now, these gloves, they aren't the best gloves. I wouldn't recommend any of these gloves from Harbor Freight, but I can tell you that these gloves, from experience and from this video that I'm showing you right now, these gloves right here are possibly the best gloves ever built and ever worn on these hands right here. This is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete, telling you that Harbor Freight is a place that you should visit, because they do have a lot of good deals, and the deal is waiting for you to get over there and get it. Get a pair of these gloves. They're well worth the money. I have a feeling that these are going to last a very long time, and I will very rarely ever have to buy any type of glove in the near future again. Like I said, I've had these for several months, and I mean, look at them. All right, they still look like brand new. We'll see you later. Take it easy. Gloves is what's on the schedule today, and if you need gloves, get over to Harbor Freight and get you a pair now.
Thanks for watching D.I.Y. Automotive School. Classes don't stop till you know everything.